Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition show where I react to the 2024 NFL schedule live. We'll see how I did. We're going to go week by week. For the first, I'm going to say 4 weeks. We'll highlight every game. But starting at week 5, we'll just do prime time. What we think is going to be the lead game on Fox or CBS, and notable return games, notable games in general, and maybe even some division games as well. So we'll try to hit it all. The schedule's finally out. Week 1, we knew this already. Baltimore, Kansas City, Sunday Night Football the opening night football on NBC. It'll be Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on the call, of course. Lamar against Mahomes. Taylor Swift will be there. We know that. The lines are out for these games, which is hilarious. Friday, September 6th, 8:15 on Peacock from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Green Bay, Philly. So it's technically a Philly home game. We knew this already. It's Jordan Love against Jalen Hurts. All right, Sunday, September 8th, 1 o'clock on Fox. Pittsburgh, Atlanta. So Russell Wilson at Kirk Cousins, or Justin Fields at Kirk Cousins. So one of those two guys could have been Atlanta's quarterback. Instead, they picked Kirk Cousins. So that's 1 o'clock on Fox. 1 o'clock on CBS, Cardinals, Bills. So we know who everybody's survivor pool pick's going to be in week 1, the Buffalo Bills, against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. On Fox, you have Tennessee at Chicago. This was leaked before the schedule came out. Caleb Williams making his debut at home against new coach Brian Callahan in the Tennessee Titans. He came from the Cincinnati Bengals. That's why I had that in my head. And that could be the another popular survivor pool pick, Chicago, but that could also be the Brian Daboll game in a way, where Brian Daboll and the Giants in his first game went into Tennessee, ironically of all places, and won outright. I could see that being that game. On CBS, New England at Cincinnati. So, whether it's Drake May or Jacoby Brissett at Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's first game back, that's going to be another popular survivor pool pick in week 1. Gerard Mayo's first game. Also on CBS, a really good division game, AFC South, Houston Indy, rematch of week 18, where the Colts probably should have won that game outright. On CBS at 1 o'clock, Jacksonville at Miami. So Trevor Lawrence at Tua. 1 o'clock on Fox, Panthers, Saints. So Bryce Young in year 2 against Derek Carr and the Saints. Also 1 o'clock on Fox, Vikings at Giants. So J.J. McCarthy at the team that he was heavily rumored to be drafted by. So that's could be a motivation spot for Daniel Jones, or a motivational spot for J.J. McCarthy. So that's an interesting game. 4 o'clock on CBS, Raiders, Chargers. So no doubleheader on CBS week 1. I found that out a couple days ago. Andrew Marchand of The Athletic reported that. So Vegas Chargers, that's going to be another popular survivor pool pick, but that could be the upset one, like how I mentioned that I think Tennessee could be the upset one. This could also be the upset one. Division rival. Chargers no home field, but they do have Jim Harbaugh. The Raiders don't. Also 4 o'clock on CBS, Denver at Seattle. So the irony of this is that if Russell Wilson stayed on the Broncos, he would have been at Seattle again. So it'd be Bo Nix making his debut against Geno Smith and the Seahawks. The doubleheader game on Fox is Cowboys-Browns. We knew that already. It's going to be Kevin Burkhardt and Mr. Tom Brady on the call. And also in that 4:25 window on Fox is Washington at Tampa Bay. Jaden Daniels' debut against Baker and the Bucs. That could also be a week 1 upset pick. Why am I talking about possible results here? How funny is that? But I'm just making my early cases in May before any injuries or any weird stuff happens between now and Labor Day weekend, if not the weekend after. Yeah, the weekend after Labor Day weekend. But yeah, that's an interesting game. So it'll be Joe Davis and Greg Olson in the broadcast booth together. Where are they going to be? Chicago? Probably. Or Meadowlands, but they really should be in Atlanta. That's probably the best 1 o'clock game on Fox. And the best 1 o'clock game in general is probably Houston-Indy. That has Iron Eagle written all over it. Or no, that's going to be Nance and Romo. Nance and Romo are going to be there. Iron Eagle will probably be in Miami. And then on Sunday Night Football, the first Sunday Night Football game of the year, Rams at Lions. So the rematch of the wild card game. So Matt Stafford at the Lions again. And the first Monday night game of the year, we talked about it the other day, 8:20 on ESPN and ABC, Jets at 49ers. All right, week 2, the first Amazon game. We talked about that already on Prime Video. Bills, Dolphins. Division rival, Josh Allen, Tua. All right, Sunday, September 15th, 1 o'clock on Fox, Saints, Cowboys. Well, the Cowboys actually don't have a 4 o'clock or a primetime game. Also 1 o'clock on Fox, Bucks at Lions, so a rematch of the divisional round. Also 1 o'clock on Fox, Colts, Packers, so good game. That's a sneaky good game. Anthony Richardson at Jordan Love, two of the fun young quarterbacks in the league. 1 o'clock on CBS, Jets at Titans, so Aaron Rodgers at Tennessee. Well, also 1 o'clock on CBS, 49ers, Vikings, a sneaky good game. Very sneaky good game. I like that game a lot. That probably is going to be Iron Eagle. 1 o'clock on Fox, Seahawks, Patriots. So the Pats home opener against Geno Smith and the Seahawks. 1 o'clock on Fox, Giants at Washington. That's interesting. So Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll at Jaden Daniels and new coach Dan Quinn. So that's a division game. On CBS at 1 o'clock, Chargers at Panthers. So not bad so far for week 2, but that could be an interesting spot. There's a couple of bad teams that I think could get off the good starts. Like the Giants can conceivably start 2-0. Like, you really think J.J. McCarthy's going to win? I think he can win. Is it a guarantee he's going to win at MetLife Stadium week 1? No. He's a rookie quarterback. Maybe if the Vikings had that Kirk Cousins guy, they probably would win that game. That's such a mystery. So the Giants are a conceivable bad team that could start undefeated. Same for the Commanders. Like, if the Bucks take a step back and that could be an upset, I mean, maybe. Even Carolina. Like, are the Saints a lock to beat them in week 1? No, probably not. So something that stands out to me early is that some of these bad teams are off the easy schedule, or not easy schedule, but conceivable 2-0 starts. 1 o'clock on CBS, Browns, Jaguars. That's Deshaun Watson against Trevor Lawrence. 1 o'clock on CBS, Vegas, Baltimore. So that's probably your week 2 survivor pick, the Ravens, against whoever is quarterbacking for the Raiders. And Antonio Pierce is the coach. 4 o'clock on Fox, Rams, Cardinals. The doubleheader game on CBS. Some folks might get Pittsburgh, Denver, but we knew this already. It's Bengals, Chiefs. Joe Burrow at Patrick Mahomes. Great rivalry. 2 of the last 3 AFC title games. In Pittsburgh, Denver would have been fun 10 years ago with Roethlisberger and Peyton Manning. 10 years ago, that's the Jim Nantz, Tony Romo game. And then Sunday Night Football, Bears, Texans. Oh, I love it. CJ Stroud against Caleb Williams right off the bat. Gotta love that. And then Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN only, Falcons at Eagles. All right, week 3, Amazon. Patriots at Jets. Ooh. All right, so that's one bad team in primetime, the New England Patriots. I don't have to say how many times the Patriots, the Giants, and the Raiders are on primetime because they're all supposed to not be great, and they tend to get primetime games a lot. So Patriots at Jets, Rodgers hosting Gerard Mayo and company. 1 o'clock on Fox, Giants at Browns. Green Bay at Titans, also 1 o'clock on Fox. On CBS, Bears at Colts, that's not bad. CBS, Texans at Vikings, not bad. That's a lot of fun. J.J. McCarthy against C.J. Stroud. 1 o'clock on Fox, Eagles, Saints. On CBS, Chargers, Steelers, so Harbaugh at Pittsburgh, at Tomlin. On Fox, Denver, Tampa, Sean Payton against Baker. 4 o'clock on CBS, Carolina, Vegas. That's a toilet bowl game. Also 4 o'clock on CBS, Miami, Seattle. And the doubleheader game on Fox is... Ravens, Cowboys. Burkhardt and Brady in Dallas. And another good one, 49ers, Rams. That's another good one. Wow. They're going to be in Dallas, and they should be in Dallas because Lamar won the MVP and the Cowboys are the Cowboys. But 49ers, Rams is really good too. I mean, 49ers, Rams, I think, got robbed here. If that was another day, that would have been the doubleheader game. And Detroit, Arizona is also 4:25 on Fox too. So all 4 o'clock games that week. Sunday Night Football on NBC is Chiefs at the Falcons. So Mahomes and Taylor Swift at Kirk Cousins. And then Monday Night Football, doubleheader, 7:30 ESPN, Jaguars, Bills, and 8:15 on ABC, Commanders, Bengals. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are probably in Buffalo because that's the better game. But sometimes they put them on ABC because they like to have their guys on ABC. Week 4, Prime Video. Division rival for the second consecutive year this game's in prime time. Let's just hope it's not 40-0 again. Cowboys at Giants. Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit on the call this time around. So the first time the Giants are in prime time are home against their arch rivals. 1 o'clock on Fox is on the 29th is Saints Falcons. Rams Bears is also 1 o'clock on Fox. That's a fun game. CBS Vikings Packers. Why is that on CBS? I don't know. That should be in primetime. That's a really good game. Steelers Colts. That's a rematch of the Saturday game last year. But Pittsburgh ended up making the playoffs instead of the Colts anyway because the Colts couldn't convert on 4th down. On CBS, the Broncos at the Jets. If this was 10 years ago, this is probably a CBS late window game. Peyton Manning against Rex Ryan, that would have been. On Fox, Eagles, Bucks, the rematch of the playoff wildcard game from last year. Bengals at Panthers. On CBS, Jacksonville, Houston. That deserved better than that. 4 o'clock on Fox, Commanders, Cardinals. That's the poop bowl. Patriots, 49ers. The 49ers are going to be the survivor pool pick that week probably for a lot of people. Doubleheader game, Browns at Raiders. Chiefs at Chargers. Which one are they going to pick? Probably Chiefs at Chargers, and it should be because the Raiders don't belong in national windows. They should be banned. I mean, the Chargers shouldn't be banned, really, because Justin Herbert's a good quarterback, and Jim Harbaugh's. And then Sunday Night Football is Bills, Ravens. Great game. I had that as a Sunday nighter, if I'm not mistaken. And Monday Night Football, again, another doubleheader, 7:30 ESPN, Titans, Dolphins. That was Monday night last year. Remember when Tennessee came back from like 20 down in the 4th quarter to beat the Dolphins, and that's what cost the Dolphins the AFC East? Oh my God, that game makes me so mad because I had the Dolphins win that division. I had a bet on that. And then the same group is probably going to call it again, Chris Fowler and Booger McFarland. And then 8:15 ABC is Seahawks, Lions. So that's a decent-ish game. All right, in the Week 5, we're not going to do all the games, we're just going to do notables. Thursday Night Football, Week 5, October 3rd, Bucks, Falcons, London, Jets at Vikings. That was leaked this morning. So, notable games, 1 o'clock Fox, Panthers, Bears. That's Bryce against Caleb. Battle of the last number 1 overall picks. Baltimore at Cincinnati's 1 o'clock on CBS. That's ridiculous. That should be better than that. Dolphins-Pats division game, 1 o'clock on Fox. 1 o'clock CBS, good AFC South game, Colts, Jags. The AFC South's really good this year. CBS, Bills, Houston. So that's a good game. That should have been better. Doubleheader game's a good one. Rams hosting the Packers. CBS, so that's Nance and Romo. Where's Burkhardt and Olsen? Or, I'm sorry, Burkhardt and Brady going to be? Ooh, that's a tough one. Where are they going to be? Probably... Would they send them to London? Because the London game's better than the other games Fox has to offer, unless they put them in New England, because that'd be weird. They would probably argue me in New England. And then Giants at Seattle's also 4:25 on CBS. Sunday Night Football. Ooh, an old school rivalry, Dallas-Pittsburgh. Monday Night Football, 8:15 ESPN, Saints-Chiefs. Bye weeks, Lions, Titans, Eagles, Chargers. So I'm going to go back a couple weeks. So week 2, where's Burkhardt and Brady? Looking at the schedule, probably Dallas, but I would consider Green Bay if I'm them. Oh, or Detroit. It's probably going to be Dallas because it's Dallas. But Tampa, Detroit, and Indy, Green Bay are better games. But I think they're going to be in Dallas. But I would put them in Detroit because that was a playoff rematch from last year. Week 3, where will Nance and Romo be? Ooh. Pittsburgh would be favoritism because of the Steelers and Harbaugh. But they should be in Minnesota. That's probably a better game. But I think it's going to be Pittsburgh because of the nepotism that Pittsburgh tends to get. And then Burkhardt and Brady, week 4, will probably be in Tampa because, like I said with the Cowboys earlier, the Eagles tend to get favoritism from TV. So they're probably going to be in Tampa for Eagles-Bucks. That's a playoff rematch. So, and plus, I got to be honest, that's where they should be. That's where they should be. Not Chicago. That'd be favoritism, too. So, week 6. Prime Video. Oh, so week 5 Prime Video, I don't think I hit on this, is Bucks-Falcons. So, good division game. So, week 6 Prime Video. Great game. Seattle hosting San Francisco. London. Jaguars at Bears. All right. Notables. Colts at Titans, 1 o'clock CBS. Houston, New England, 1 o'clock CBS. That's Drake May and CJ Stroud. That's a good young that's a good young quarterback matchup. Division game, 1 o'clock Fox, Tampa, Saints. A good game on Fox, Cleveland, Philadelphia. 4 o'clock CBS is Broncos hosting the Chargers. Pittsburgh Raiders was in prime time last year. Now it's not. 4:25 on Fox. This is going to be Burkhardt and Brady, Detroit at Dallas. So Nance and Romo will probably be... Oof. That's a bleak slate for them. God, probably New England. Yikes. Or maybe in Baltimore, but if Washington exceeds expectations, maybe they're going to be in Baltimore for Commanders-Ravens, which isn't a terrible game. I just glossed over that. So, we'll see. Going to be interesting. Also on Fox at 4:25 is Falcons at the Panthers. And then Sunday Night Football, NBC. Oh my God, why is this team on NBC? And a home game too. The Giants, oh my God, give me a break. They're hosting the Bengals and Joe Burrow at home on Sunday Night Football in week 6. I don't think I had the Giants on Sunday Night Football on my bingo card. The team I root for should not be on Sunday Night Football this year unless they exceed expectations. If they're 2-3 or 3-2 after 5, then come back at me and say, sorry, or I'll tell you sorry because I doubted the Giants and Brian Daboll, but I can't believe they're in a freaking primetime game against the Cincinnati Bengals at home. Oh, my God. Monday Night Football, a rematch of the 9/11 game last year, Bills-Jets, where Aaron Rodgers infamously tore his ACL and Zach Wilson came and led the way for the Jets. So back-to-back primetime home games for the Giants and the Jets. Bye teams. KC, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings. So, yeah. And, what was I going to say? So, Burkhardt, Brady are in Dallas, and Nance and Romo, I think, will be in New England for Stroud against May. Or so that's Jacoby Brissett. I mean, even if it's Brissett, they're still going to be in New England. All right, Week 7, Thursday Night Football is Denver, New Orleans. Oh, that would 10 years ago, that would have been a great game. Drew Brees against Peyton Manning. The theme of this has been like, that would have been a better game then than now. Even Giants-Bengals 10 years ago would have been better because that would have been Dalton and those teams. They were good, but the Giants were obviously arguably more fun than with Odell and Eli Manning. Sunday, October 20th, 9:30 NFL Network from London, Jacksonville hosting New England. So Jacksonville and London back-to-back weeks for the second year in a row. I did not think they were going to do that again. All right, notable games. 1 o'clock Fox, Seattle, Atlanta, Tennessee, Buffalo. Cincy, Cleveland's good. 1 o'clock CBS. Oh, here's a good one. Houston, Green Bay, 1 o'clock CBS. Oh, this week's good. 1 o'clock Fox, Miami at Colts. Detroit at Minnesota, 1 o'clock on Fox. Really good game. Philly at the Giants, division game. Raiders at Chargers, 4 o'clock CBS. Burkhardt, Brady, KC, San Fran. That was leaked already. 8:20 NBC, Jets at Steelers. So the Steelers get another primetime home game. So it's going to be Wilson against Rodgers. That game would have been better 5 years ago. Monday Night Football. Whoa! A doubleheader, but how about this? So 8:15 ESPN. It's a good game. Ravens, Bucks. So 2 playoff teams from last year. 9 o'clock on ESPN Plus. Yes, ESPN Plus, everybody. Welcome 2024, where you're going to be streaming for a lot of games. Chargers and the Cards. And your buys are Chicago and Dallas. And where are Nance and Romo? They'll probably be in Cleveland. That's a good game between the Bengals and the Browns in that division. All right, Week 8. Thursday Night Football, Prime Video. Vikes at Rams. So two good teams. I still think the Vikings are good despite them having a rookie QB, and I think that's a good game. A lot of firepower. That's probably going to be an over bet. All right, 1 o'clock CBS, a really good division game. Ravens at Browns. Jets at Pats, 1 o'clock CBS. 1 o'clock Fox, Falcons at Bucks. Here's a good one. 1 o'clock CBS. Caleb Williams at Jaden Daniels. So, Bears Commanders. Decent one, 1 o'clock on Fox. Green Bay at Jacksonville. CBS, a really good one. Indy at Houston. The AFC South, I feel like they deserve some more recognition. The Drew Brees Bowl, 4 o'clock on Fox, is Saints at the Chargers. A decent one for the 4 o'clock on Fox on Buffalo, Seattle. But the doubleheader game from Cincinnati, Eagles, Bengals. That's a really good game. And where are Burkhardt and Brady? Should be Seattle. But based on the schedule, it will probably... maybe they're in Tampa. But maybe they're in Jacksonville. Is it going to be Jacksonville, Tampa? It should be Seattle. I think it's probably Jacksonville because Green Bay tends to get that benefit of the doubt thing. Also, 4:25 on CBS is Panthers, Broncos. KC at the Raiders. Sunday Night Football. Oh, a rematch from a last year blowout. Dallas at San Francisco. And then Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN and ABC. Giants, Steelers. So the Giants, 3 primetime games already, and they have a Germany game too, which is I think they put their primetime games in early So they want to flex them out later in the year. Because I remember they had a primetime game against the Packers last year that they didn't flex out, but it turned out to be a decent decision because obviously that was a good game. And the Giants weren't completely out of the mix yet because the NFC wildcard was so bad. The Giants, Pittsburgh, it's the history of those two franchises. That's why that's on national TV, and the Maras and the Rooneys, we all know the history. And, of course, that's going to be on ESPN and ABC. Halloween. We have a game on Halloween on Thursday Night Football. And it's a good one. Texans, Jets. So good on Amazon for getting that game. Sunday, November 3rd, 1 o'clock on Fox is Dallas at Atlanta. So Dak at Kirk Cousins. A really good division game on CBS. Miami at Buffalo. Chargers at Browns isn't terrible for CBS, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock on Fox could be a entertaining game. Patriots, Titans. Colts, Vikings, 1 o'clock CBS, that's not bad. Commanders, Giants, 1 o'clock Fox, 1 o'clock CBS. Panthers hosting the Saints. Denver at Baltimore. Fox doubleheader game. Oh, finally! The NFC North getting its due. Detroit at Green Bay. And then on Fox also is Rams Seattle. That's also a good game. Sunday Night Football. Jacksonville at Philadelphia. And then Monday Night Football. 8:15 on ESPN is Bucks Chiefs. Don't say that's a Super Bowl rematch because Tom Brady was involved in that game. So that's not, I mean, these two teams played in the Super Bowl against each other. And this isn't a bad game, but it's not a Super Bowl rematch because of Tom not being there. Bye teams, Pittsburgh and San Francisco. And where is Nance and Romo for this week? Week 9, halfway through the season. Should be in Buffalo. That's the best 1 o'clock CBS game on the board. So Thursday, Amazon on November 7th is a good division game. Cincinnati at Baltimore. That's a rematch of the Joe Burrow getting injured game. Oof. A lot of these rematches are, being on nationally televised on the same networks. That's a theme I've noticed. 9:30 on NFL Network from Germany. Giants, Panthers, that was leaked this morning. I actually correctly predicted that. So good job by me getting that right. And a friend of mine got that right as well. A Giants fan friend of mine said, I think we're playing in Germany. That's what he said. Against the Panthers. And we were right. All right, 1 o'clock on Fox, Patriots, Bears. So it's Drake May at Caleb Williams. 1 o'clock CBS, good game, Bills, Colts. Denver Chiefs on Fox is Falcons Saints. Fox Niners Bucks, so two playoff teams from last year. Minnesota Jacksonville's not bad for 1 o'clock Fox. 4 o'clock Fox Titans Chargers, maybe good game. Oh, what a win for Nance and Romo landing this game in this window. NFC East, the kings of that division. Eagles, Cowboys. Holy crap. So they got Eagles, Cowboys. Who would have thunk that? I remember last year when I did the predictions, I predicted that Cowboys at Giants was going to be a Nance Romo game. Well, I mean, I predicted that last year because the Giants are coming off that good season. But Philly, Dallas, good for Nance and Romo getting that game over Burkhardt and Brady. So you think Dallas at Philly will be Tirico and Collinsworth. Jets at Arizona is also on CBS that same day. Sunday Night Football is a good one. Lions at Texans. Last year's hype team against this year's hype team. And then Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN. Dolphins, Rams. Really good game. Browns, Packers, Raiders, Seahawks. Week 11, Thursday Night Football. Commanders, Eagles. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock on Fox. Green Bay, Chicago. CBS, Jacksonville, Detroit. Also 1 o'clock on Fox, Rams Pats. So that's not a Super Bowl rematch, really. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's not because Tom's not there. Same thing when I mentioned with Bucks Chiefs earlier. On Fox, a not awful game. Browns Saints. On CBS, a really good division rivalry. Ravens Steelers. 4 o'clock on Fox. Falcons Broncos. So Kirk Cousins at Bo Nix. Seattle San Francisco, and then the doubleheader game on CBS with Nance and Romo, Chiefs Bills. So where's Burkhardt and Brady? Probably Chicago. That's the best one on the board. Should be, because that's a rivalry. I get it. Bengals Chargers would have been a Nance Romo game a year ago. That's also in the 425 CBS window. Sunday Night Football, Colts at Jets. And in Monday Night Football, the Battle of Texas, Houston, Dallas. And then buys, Giants, Cardinals, Bucks, Panthers. Week 12, Amazon Prime, 8:15. Steelers, Browns. That was an Amazon game, I want to say, the year before. Because I think Kenny Pickett played in that game. That was his first start. Because I remember his first game, he came in off the bench against the Jets, and they lost. All right, November 24th, Sunday, 1 o'clock, Fox. Good division game. Vikings, Bears. On Fox also is Lions, Colts. That's a good game. Division game on CBS. Patriots, Dolphins, CBS. Bucks, Giants. On Fox, Dallas, Washington. Tennessee, Houston, division game, 1 o'clock, CBS. 4 o'clock CBS division game, Broncos, Raiders. Doubleheader game, Niners, Packers. So a rematch of the division round game. Cards, Seahawks is also on Fox. Sunday Night Football's Eagles at Rams. That's a good one. And Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN is Ravens, Chargers. And then, that's the Harbaugh Bowl. That's a good one. Buys, Falcons, Bills, Bengals, Saints, Jets, Jaguars. Week 13, Thanksgiving. 12:30, CBS, Jim Nantz, Tony Romo. Bears, Lions, really good game. So Caleb Williams on Thanksgiving. 4:30 on Fox. This game is in the national window twice. Giants, Cowboys. That's going to be Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. So Tom Brady gets to call a Giants game this year. And then 8:20 on NBC. Decent game. Dolphins, Packers. Black Friday, 3 o'clock on Prime Video. Raiders, Chiefs. So the Chiefs get Black Friday. Sunday, December 1st, 1 o'clock, CBS. Chargers, Falcons. Also on CBS. Bengals hosting the Steelers. On CBS. Colts, Pats. That's Anthony Richardson against Drake May, possibly. 1 o'clock on Fox, Seahawks, Jets. That's not bad. 1 o'clock, CBS, Houston, Jacksonville. 4 o'clock on Fox, Rams, Saints. So that's a rematch of the phantom pass interference call. And then Bucks, Panthers division game. And then the doubleheader game on CBS is Eagles, Ravens. So Nance and Romo will be in Detroit and in Baltimore. And then you would think that Burkhardt and Brady get a bye week. And then Sunday Night Football is a good one. Niners, Bills. And then could be a Super Bowl preview. And then Monday Night Football, 8:15 on ESPN is Browns, Broncos. So why isn't ABC getting Monday Night Football the majority of the year? I mean, Dancing with the Stars is now on Tuesdays. Like The Bachelor or something, you have a couple of them, or maybe ABC might have like Monday Night NBA in the work, or what the hell's going on there? And then no buys the week of Thanksgiving. Thursday Night Football, you know it's gonna be a Cowboys game. Oh no, it's a Lions game. I was wrong. So there's gonna be one of these teams that played on Thanksgiving. So they host the Packers. That's a really good game. So that game is in 2 national spotlight windows. Good for them. 1 o'clock CBS, Jags, Titans. Jets, Dolphins is also 1 o'clock CBS. 1 o'clock on Fox, Falcons, Vikings. The NFL missed opportunity. Why isn't that game in a national window? That's Kirk Cousins' return to Minnesota. If you're going to put Wilson's return to Seattle on big TV, why can't you put Falcons at Vikings on big TV? That's ridiculous. 1 o'clock CBS, almost said Cavs, Browns, Steelers. Yeah, this is a crappy week 14. Seattle Cards is 4 o'clock on CBS. Doubleheader game's a good one, though. Bills at Rams. Chicago San Fran's also in that window, but Bills Rams deserves the big spot. Sunday Night Football is Chargers at the Chiefs. So the Chargers got a Sunday nighter. So that's another, could be a bad team in Sunday Night Football. So that might be a flex candidate. Mark that one down. I don't think it will be, but it could be. And then Monday Night Football, ESPN Now, ABC has it. Bengals Cowboys. That's a really good game. Really, 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 really good game. Buys. Denver Colts, Pats, Washington, Baltimore, Houston. Week 15. Thursday Night Football, 8:15, Prime Video. Rams, Niners, excellent game. Sunday the 15th, 1 o'clock, CBS, good game. Chiefs, Browns. Also on CBS is Ravens, Giants. The Giants beat the Ravens a couple years ago in MetLife. Let's not forget that. Lamar Jackson threw a bunch of interceptions in that game, I feel like. Jets at Jags is 1 o'clock Fox. Miami, Houston, 1 o'clock CBS. That's a good game. The doubleheader game on CBS. So why doesn't Fox have 4 o'clock games on the 15th? That's weird. So 4:25 CBS is Colts, Broncos, Bills, Lions. So that's probably going to be Nance and Romo. Oh, Fox does have a game. So the 15th, there's 2 double headers. That's weird. That's because week 1 doesn't have it because I think there's some golf tournament going on for CBS. Steelers at Eagles, so that's going to be Burkhardt and Brady. So sorry about that. I lied, guys. Didn't think that they'd have a double header going against one another in week 15, but here we are. Also 4:25 on Fox is Bucks, Chargers. Sunday Night Football is Green Bay at Seattle. Monday Night Football, 2 games. 8 o'clock ABC, Chicago at Minnesota. 8:30 on ESPN, Falcons at Raiders. So, Buck and Aikman will probably be in Minnesota. Vegas doesn't have as many primetime games as they usually would. I know the Giants have more than I thought they were going to have, but they front-loaded that. Week 16. Ooh, we know who's playing on a Saturday. So Thursday, December 19th, 8 o'clock on Prime Video or 8:15. Good division game, Browns-Bengals. Saturday the 21st, 1 o'clock on NBC, Houston, KC, really good game. And then 4:30 on Fox, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. And then Sunday the 22nd, 1 o'clock on Fox is Giants, Falcons. CBS is Bills, Pats. Pats, Bills from Buffalo. On Fox is Lions at Bears. CBS, Titans at Colts. CBS, Rams at Jets. On Fox, Eagles at Commanders. On 4 o'clock Fox, Denver at Chargers. Minnesota at Seattle. That was in primetime the last couple years, that matchup. 4:25 CBS, Jacksonville, Las Vegas. But the doubleheader game, Nance and Romo, good game. Niners, Dolphins. And then where are Brady and Burkhardt? Probably Chicago. That's the best game. And then Sunday Night Football, playoff rematch from 2 years ago, Tampa, Dallas. And that was a Sunday night game in week 1 that same year, but earlier in the year, and Brady looked bad, but the Bucks won. And then Monday Night Football, Saints at the Packers. Did I predict where everybody's going to be in? Oh yeah, so Burkhardt, Brady, and Philly against the Steelers, and then Nance and Romo will be in Detroit with Buffalo against the Lions. And then week 15 and week 14, Burkhardt, Brady will be in Buffalo, Rams. And then Nance and Romo will probably be in Pittsburgh for Cleveland Steelers. And then we did Thanksgiving already. Week 16 we did. So, Week 17, who plays on Christmas? 2 games, 1 o'clock on Netflix. Yes, Netflix. Welcome to 2024. Chiefs at the Steelers. And then 4:30 on Netflix, Ravens, Texans. And then the 26th on Prime Video, Seahawks, Bears. Sunday the 29th. We're going to do all the games because it's the final 2 weeks. So TBD, Denver, Cincy, TBD, Cards, Rams, TBD, Chargers, Pats, TBD, Colts, Giants, TBD, Falcons, Commanders, 1 o'clock CBS, Jets, Bills, 1 o'clock Fox, Green Bay, Minnesota, 1 o'clock Fox, Vegas, New Orleans, 1 o'clock CBS, Carolina, Tampa, 1 o'clock CBS, Tennessee, Jacksonville, doubleheader game in Philadelphia, Cowboys at Eagles. So Cowboys-Eagles not in prime time this year. So Nance and Romo get the game in Dallas and Burkhardt and Brady get the game in Philly. Sunday Night Football, Miami, Cleveland. Monday Night Football, ESPN, ABC on the 30th of December. San Francisco hosting the Lions, NFC title game rematch. So a lot of the primetime games are good this year, especially in the second half of the season. So we don't know where Nance and Romo are going to be. I mean, probably you would think Buffalo right now, but things can change. And then last but not least, Week 18, my favorite week of the year. Everything's TBD. Here are the matchups. Panthers, Falcons, Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, Broncos, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Packers, Texans, Titans, Jaguars, Colts, Raiders hosting the Chargers, Seahawks, Rams, Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, Giants, Eagles, 49ers, Cardinals, Bengals, Steelers, Saints, Bucks, and Browns, Ravens. So, guess where for the doubleheader CBS, doubleheader Fox, and then Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, I think, is going to be Cincy at Pittsburgh. Doubleheader on CBS, I think will be Miami Jets. And I think Cleveland, Baltimore will be right there. And then, or maybe one will go to Fox and the other will go to CBS. That's what I think is going to happen. Unless if Minnesota, Detroit gets the doubleheader spot on Fox. But I think is going to happen as of right now. I'm going to say Cleveland, Baltimore, CBS with Nance and Romo. And then Miami Jets with Burkhardt and Brady. And then Sunday Night Football will be Bengals, Steelers. So, really fun scheduled show, of course. My biggest takeaway is that you're seeing the same primetime games in the same networks a lot. Bills, Jets, for example. Cowboys, 49ers, for example. And the same matchup in primetime with different networks. Cowboys, Giants. But, yeah. The Raiders are not in primetime as much as they normally are, thank God. The Giants are bad, but they have a couple front-loaded primetime games. New England's not in primetime a lot. So, how come the Giants got an NBC game and not the Patriots? Explain that to me. The Commanders, I feel like, got some disrespect. But my biggest disappointment is that the Kirk Cousins return to Minnesota is not in primetime. That was the worst move by the schedule makers this year. But I've seen worse moves. They did not put Jets-Giants on 9/11 on Monday Night Football last year. That was a bad move, I thought. Although I get it, the Jets hosted the Bills, but the Bills are not in New York City. So, there you have it for the schedule show. I love doing these each and every year. So, I love looking back at these as well. So, enjoy the night, guys.